Good morning, everyone. How is everybody feeling today? That's so great to hear. I'm feeling very excited this morning because we're going to be reading a great story. But first, let's talk about feelings. Let's take a look at this feelings chart. Can you show me what your face would look like when you're feeling happy? Good job! I definitely see a lot of smiling faces out there. When is a time that you feel happy? Can you explain that to me? Great job, Emma! Emma said she feels happy when she plays with her friends at recess. This is an excellent example. Let's take a look at the sad face. How does your face look like when you're feeling sad? Yeah. And why would you be feeling sad? What's a reason that you might be feeling sad? Yes, Jake, you're right. When you lose your favorite toy, you would definitely feel sad if you lost your favorite toy. Good job. What about when you're feeling scared or worried? How might your face look? Wow, I'm seeing a lot of wide eyes and open mouths. What a great way to show your emotion. When might you feel scared or worried? Yes, that's a great example. Maybe during a thunderstorm, or maybe even the first day of school, you feel a little nervous. Those are some great examples. Did you know that just like us, characters in stories have feelings too? When we read books, we can pay close attention to how characters feel and how their emotions change. This helps us better understand the story. Our learning target today is I can identify how characters feel and explain why they feel that way. Today, we're going to meet a squirrel named Scaredy. He is really scared of doing things, but he is going to learn how to face his fear. Let's begin. Scaredy Squirrel by Melanie Watt. Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. He'd rather stay in his safe and familiar tree than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown can be a scary place for a squirrel. Does anybody know what the word unknown means? You're right. The word unknown means something we don't know yet. It's like a mystery or a surprise. A few things Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of: green Martians, killer bees, tarantulas, poison ivy, germs, and sharks. Take a look at Scaredy Squirrel. His hands are covering his eyes. Why do you think he's doing that? You're right, Brian. He doesn't want to see anything scary. Maybe he's hiding because he's afraid. These are all great observations. So, he's perfectly happy to stay right where he is. Advantages of never leaving the nut tree: a great view, plenty of nuts, a safe place, no tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, or sharks. What does the word advantages mean? You're right. Advantages means good things or the benefits that come from something. Disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree: the same old view, the same old nuts, the same old place. What does the word disadvantage mean? You're right. Disadvantage means something that makes things harder or not as good. So what do we know right now about Scaredy Squirrel? Is he happy? Is he sad? How is he feeling? You're right. Scaredy Squirrel is feeling scared and unsure about leaving the nut tree. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is the same. Everything is predictable. All is under control. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Does anybody know what the word predictable means? That's right. Predictable means you know what will happen next because it happens the same way every time. Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine. 6:45, wake up. 7 a.m., eat a nut. 7:15 a.m., look at the view. 12 noon, eat a nut. 12:30 p.m., look at the view. 5 p.m., eat a nut. 5:31 p.m., look at the view. 8 p.m., go to sleep. But let's just say, for example, that something unexpected did happen. You can rest assured that this squirrel is prepared. What to do in case of an emergency according to Scaredy Squirrel. Step 1, panic. Step 2, run. Step 3, get kit. Step 4, put on kit. Step 5, consult the exit plan. Step 6, exit tree. If there is absolutely, definitely, and truly no other option. The exit plan is top secret. Exit 1, note to self. Watch out for green Martians and killer bees in the sky. Exit 2, note to self. Do not land in a river. If unavoidable, use sardines to distract the sharks. Exit 3, note to self. Look out for poison ivy and for tarantulas roaming the ground. Exit 4, note to self. Keep in mind that germs are everywhere. With his emergency kit in hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches. Day after day, he watches until one day, Thursday at 9:37 a.m., a killer bee appears. Scaredy Squirrel jumps in panic, knocking his emergency kit out of the tree. That was not part of the plan. How do you think Scaredy Squirrel is feeling now? You're right. Scaredy Squirrel is feeling frightened because he is afraid of bees. You're right. He thinks that the bee might be dangerous, so he's feeling scared and he wants to be safe. Scaredy Squirrel jumps to catch his kit. He quickly regrets this idea. The parachute is in the kit, but something incredible happens. He starts to glide. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He's a flying squirrel. Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bees, not to mention the tarantulas, the poison ivy, the green Martians, the germs, and the sharks. He feels overjoyed, adventurous, carefree, alive, until he lands in a bush. and plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later, finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that nothing horrible is happening in the unknown today. So, he returns to his nut tree. All this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make a drastic change in his life. What does the word inspire mean? Does anybody know? You're right. Inspired means to feel excited or happy or motivated to do something special or good. Good job. Scaredy Squirrel's new and improved daily routine. 6:45, wakes up. 7 a.m., eats a nut. 7:15, look at the view. 9:37, jumps into the unknown. 9:45, plays dead. 11:45, returns home. 12 noon, eats a nut. 12:30 p.m., look at the view. 5 p.m., eat a nut. 5:31 p.m., look at the view. 8 p.m., go to sleep. Does anybody notice something different in Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine? What is he doing different? Yes, you're right. Now that Scaredy Squirrel is jumping into the unknown, he's doing something he's never done before, and that makes him brave. Good job. P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel is in no hurry to pick it up just yet. The end. From here, students would engage in creating a small flip book of 3 to 4 pages, which would focus on Scaredy Squirrel's emotions throughout the book. They will draw a picture, and then I would encourage them to write words or to create a sentence that describes their picture. After this is completed, I would gather the students back at the carpet to consolidate their learning. Great job, everyone! We explored how Scaredy Squirrel's emotions change throughout the story. Emotions are an important part of the story because it helps us better understand the characters and their actions. And that's what makes an interesting story. Well done, everyone.